How's it going, guys? This is going to be my last video before my last wrestling review before I go to Florida. Um, there was a slight change of plans. I don't think I'll be going to see TNA, uh, unfortunately, unless there's a last minute change. But I will be going to Disney and Universal, so I will be doing videos still. And if anyone has a request for videos, still let me know. But anyway, on to the review of Raw last night. I'm not gonna do the whole review because I don't remember the whole show. Sorry. I'm just gonna do the main parts. So first off, um, Michael Cole was supposed to do a interview with Jerry the King Lawler because unfortunately Jerry did not win the WWE title last night, which I think was a mistake on WWE's part. I think that would have made for a great storyline there. Even if he just had it for like a couple weeks and then lost it to somebody, or gave it up or something, just to say that he won the title from The Miz. You know what I mean? Um, let's see what else happened. So they had a little confrontation, and now apparently, uh, Jerry the King Lawler issued a challenge to Michael Cole for a match between them on at WrestleMania. Um, Cole didn't really give him a straight answer, but he did throw water in his face, and then ran away in the back, obviously, because he's not man enough to face him. Um, but anyway, so hopefully that he accepts and they have that match at WrestleMania. Um, I know they're not two big names wrestlers, but I mean, you know, it should be a good match anyway. Um, our I'm gonna do the main event next, and then I'm gonna do the other thing. Main event was a tag team match. It was John Cena and The Miz forced to tag together against Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater for the tag team titles. Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater are the tag team champions. Um, so it was a pretty good match. Surprisingly, Cena and Miz worked together kind of well. They were trying to show each other up, obviously, but it was a pretty good match. And you know, John Cena and Miz did win the titles. So they were tag team champions, but right after that, the core, Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel invoked their rematch clause. So unfortunately, Cena and Miz lost titles, and the core got them back. I think that was a mistake on WWE's part. I think I'm kind of torn on this one actually. I think it would have been great to have Miz and Cena be tag team champions, and kind of see how that pans out. You know, that would make for a really interesting um, storyline, considering they're enemies, and they're going up against each other at WrestleMania, I think. But I think that would kind of throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing. See, how they work together, how they don't. What I mean. Just see how that goes out. But unfortunately, they didn't win. But also, I'm not too disappointed because I do like Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater as tag team champions. I think they make a great tag team. So even though they're heels, I think they do make a great tag team. But anyway, oh well. um, the main point of this show was the big 22111 return, which a lot of people thought was Sting, a lot of people thought was Undertaker, a lot of people still thought it was Sting because, why would they show Undertaker's face in the promo? It just kind of doesn't make any sense. Um, Fortunately, it was the Undertaker. I don't know why they needed a return promo or anything. His returns by themselves are epic enough. They could have just had his music come on the show and not have done those promos, and people still would have been like, "Oh my god!" There would have been even a bigger reaction if they didn't do all these promos. If it was a complete surprise. But anyway, he comes out. He does his entrance, everything, and right after he takes his hat off, and does his eyes roll back, like as soon as he does that, Triple H's music hits. Triple H comes out, you know, very confident. He turns his back to Undertaker a couple times to go up on the ropes and everything. Then they have a face off in the ring, and Undertaker is facing the entrance ramp, and Triple H is facing the other way. And Triple H looks up at the WrestleMania sign, and then Undertaker looks back at it too. Then they look back at each other, and I guess simulating a challenge, or whatever. Um, so then Undertaker goes to leave the ring. He turns around and then does like the cutting his throat thing, to Triple H, and then Triple H does a suck it. So I mean, they neither of them said anything during this, which I don't think they needed to. You know what I mean? I think they're two big enough superstars that they can have a whole segment in the ring and not say one word, and it just you understand, you get what's going on, you know exactly what's going on. They don't need to say one word. Um, but yeah, that was pretty good. I was more excited for Triple H's return, to be honest. Um, I'm kind of pissed that they didn't even change Undertaker's costume at all or anything. Like, I wanted, deep in my heart, I wanted him to come back as like the Undertaker from like the Attitude Era, like the Ministry of Darkness, that Undertaker. I wanted that Undertaker to come back, but it's still that one from last time he was here. Just it doesn't really just doesn't do anything for me. I like the Undertaker from the Attitude Era. That character of his, kind of it. I think that's the best one that they've had. I think after that one went away, I think the next one was American Badass, and from then it just hasn't been the same for me. You know, but we'll see how this rivalry comes along, because obviously Triple H wants revenge for Undertaker retiring his friend HBK. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how the other rivalries go. Uh, all right. Oh, and John Cena did come out and talk about The Rock. Saying how he's joking around, bringing back his degree in thugonomics. you know, trash talking The Rock, saying how, he says he's back and he's the people's champion, but he's been gone for 7 years, and Cena's been here the whole time. So, I mean, we'll see how that pans out, too. Um, all right, guys. Thanks.